taking a breather from fighting games and all that stuff. We are going to play some Mass Effect again. This time on 2, which is probably one of the better ones. Yeah, let's just keep everything. So yeah, just a recap since it's kind of been a minute, I guess. So, playing good guy Shepard. Rex lived. We killed Kaidan, even though I fucking fucked up on that one. I actually wanted to keep Kaidan alive this time. Saved the council, and we got a recommendation for Anderson. Kind of forgot to do some of the DLC, but that's alright.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Okay, I'm not going to read all that. Either way, I'm not even going to be fast enough to read all of that super quick. I'm just saying, this is probably going to be rotated every now and then between the other fighting games when I want to take a breather from one or the other. Just a heads up.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
Still can't believe how good this fucking looks.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Oh yeah, I forgot, we're also with Liara, so...
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard,
Liara, go. Now.
aye aye.
Just mirrors seem like things are trouble. Actually, nah. I think it's just my screen. The stream side, it looks great. I don't know why, but it looks weird on my own screen. But the stream looks fine, so that's what matters. Alright, time to go get Joker.
Mayday! Mayday! This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
And look at this shit. Looks so good, even though our ship's blowing up right now, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think I could ever get tired of fucking Mass Effect, dude. These look so good. I'm probably going, at some point later on, I am going to be like back to taking pictures like crazy again.
Come on,
At some
Joker.
point, but
We have to get
not
out of
today.
here. No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her. The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Ah, watch the arm.
You know, now that I think about it, this all could have been avoided if we actually just got in and didn't look back. Literally, Shepard gets killed because he looks back to see where shit's exploding when he could have just left. Still a hell of a shitty way to go out, though. At least for our first death. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here, this will give a better summary.
Just another routine
mine.
mission.
Instead of mine.
Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book,
Actually,
with a
maybe I
talent
shouldn't
for
have, but
biotics.
We
came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever
I forgot
attacked
this
them had
like
tried
goes
to take
into
it.
pretty detailed
Chief Williams
stuff.
made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute.
Man, they made Krogan look
his intel
or
that
not
led to a
Krogan.
fugitive
Rex
with incriminating
looked
evidence
super
on Saren.
ugly as fuck in
The
this.
fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task,
because the Council does
bring
nothing
down
really.
Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than
Man,
he
even
would.
Anderson doesn't even look good in
He also
like the
pointed me in a
comic thing.
direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria,
Yeah, it's actually
where he'd
doing like
enslaved a
exactly how
dangerous
I
race of
did in the
insect-like
game too.
creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the
Kinda
same
forgot that
technique
it does
Liara
that.
had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do
Not
no
exactly
harm if I released
angry.
her. But the
That part's
Rachni
not
had
exactly
terrorized
true.
the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, it was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his
Okay,
base
never
on
mind. Didn't
Vermont,
exactly go.
but we soon learned it was more than a
Point
base
to
of
point.
operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the
I did
Krogan
not
to
go
prevent
to
them
this
from
place
breeding and taking over
third.
the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed.
Jesus
Violently.
Christ, it's he looks
Rex
so
wanted the
fucking
genophage
ugly.
cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we
This
could
is where
detonate
I
the bomb,
fucked up.
Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Kaidan was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from
Yep,
me.
and that's where I
knew
fucked
then,
up.
the next time
I
we
wanted to
met,
save Kaidan this time.
one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Kaidan's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel. and
Yeah, I
reestablish the
really
relays
probably
to
should have
dark
just let
space,
this go to the actual
bringing the
game.
waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship,
Shit,
there
I
was
wish
little hope
they
the
could
fleets would
actually do
counterattack
fucking the
with enough
Kimbo and
strength to
fucking
take back the
in-game.
Citadel.
That shit would have been sick.
But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the cost
Sleep schedule's got me fucked
were
up.
immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren,
Yeah, this is going to
I
just
was
be
given
a
new
whole lot of
responsibilities.
recap. I'm definitely going to have
The
to
choice
edit
of
shit
humanity's first council
fucking
was left
later.
for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
And then I died. Okay, now it's actual stories or new stuff. I probably honestly should have
Commander
skipped the whole
Shepard
thing.
has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Shit, imagine being brought back to life. Be awesome. If dying from something like that. Oh god, I look horrible. Yeah, I do not look great. Let's go with changing hair first. We'll just say my hair grew out at some point. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. I guess I lost my scar too. Everything else we can keep. Just change the hair. That's about it. And we're sticking the soldier. Oh yeah, I forgot I have armor-piercing rounds. Things will be a lot easier. I forgot that I unlocked all that stuff when I was doing the other playthrough I had. Like, off stream.
Showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again. Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. Well, keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try hold. Look out!
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear. Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. More. Here come the mechs. Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while. Figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch. Gravity's one.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
It's your station.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff. Tag! Ready to get the hell off this station?
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
We've been spotted.
Damn it, Fallen with mech.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological factors.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... Engaging overload. Youngsters to clear a path to... That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved...
Systems active.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble.
Okay, hopefully the audio is still working.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Kaidan Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Because I fucked up, that's why. That's
I
why
left a
I
friend
left
to die
him
that
behind.
day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Kaidan gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda.
Just
Enough
wanna
of the
check something real
coincidences.
fast.
The memories are there.
So if
and
you
I
hear
can
echo,
vouch for
that's
Shepard's
probably because of
combat
that.
skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little
Okay.
field test as
Audio's
evidence
working.
enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Let's go ahead. Actually, do I have any armors things? No. Oh, nope, I do have the recon stuff. Even though I don't really want that, but it's fine. I will do that. There we go. Actually, I probably should have kept the helmet off until after this.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Nothing you say is going to convince me to trust you. I need more than words.
I'd be disappointed if I could persuade you that easily. Go and see for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
God damn it. Ugh. I wish I wasn't so fucking tired. Time
The
to
Elusive Man is very impressed
talk
with
to
you.
everybody.
I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
It's obvious you're not interested.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I'll deal with that later.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just gonna leave that alone. Oh, I didn't even realize that it does all that. Following bonus for importing at level 43. You see the following bonus for having beat. Oh, okay. Actually, this is great. I just got a shit ton of stuff.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
So yeah, this playthrough is probably going to go by a lot faster than Mass Effect 1, just because of the bonuses. Give him that.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
I just saw that there's something that said salvage. Alright, cool game, I know. Thank you.
Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Actually.
You're done! Come on over!
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Alright, time to do this whole thing. Used to be so good at these. Like I wouldn't even have to really look at the pictures, I just know which ones connect to what. Oh yeah, just mentioning now too. For combat, we're probably going to be going in slow motion a lot because of the adrenaline rush.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tali. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
God damn it. Let's see. It's 146. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be probably a week. Well, these 2 days are probably just going to be short streams as much as I don't want to.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Sucks, but my sleep schedule's all kinds of fucked.
I see you, Shepard.
Nice trip!
God damn it. These 2.
Use overload on them.
I could have overloaded that, but oh well. Is there another one?
Overload deployed.
Drop.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Let's see, rocket. Take that out. Nope, I didn't take it out.
Got him! Got him!
there.
Sorry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
You'd think they were a bit more cautious about just charging a mech or being that close to a mech.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Not that.
Take out their shield.
And we're good.
Clear the blast zone!
Even though I almost got myself killed right there. uh,
I'll take it.
let's see. There's that stuff.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Excuse me.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
Man.
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs.
I was almost about to not do it.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
I thought the collectors kept to themselves.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Okay. I'm just going to do the, like, normal stuff. I'm not going to go into
What
super
happened
detail.
next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Yeah, no. we're just gonna go ahead and just...
He's traumatized and he needs medical care.
Detour.
Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard.
Besides, dude doesn't
I'm
know
glad
shit.
you're
It's
still
just
the one
all
giving
his
the
stuff
orders.
or all his
Good
data's
luck out
all there anyways.
If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
You're holding something
well,
back.
let's just go keep
How do
it
you know
simple.
the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Actually, I
I'm
probably
still a
should mention
Spectre.
that.
Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
Even though we're being sassy
I
to him,
found a
I'm
pilot
pretty,
I think you
pretty
might
much
like.
am going to get more
I
than...
hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Oh, what's up, Mathlete? I'm just tired as fuck. As you can tell, I probably didn't even notice this. I don't even know when you, like, probably posted this, like, probably a couple minutes or so ago, but I'm doing good. Just tired. I've, like, fucked up my sleep schedule. And, yeah, what's up, Dynamic Funk? Yep, we're playing Mass Effect 2. Legendary Edition. Of course. Gotta get those better graphics and all that junk.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Soldier. Always Soldier. Probably the more boring one, but I fucking love being a soldier. Fucking the assault rifle with armor piercing rounds does so much work. Yeah, I'm just pretty much taking a break from just fighting games always on stream, so kind of need a breather every once in a while here. I placed into floor 2 on Strive. Turns out I have no idea what's happening in that game. God damn. I'm surprised it put you at floor 2. How did I end up at floor 6 and you're in floor 2? I'm so confused. Never actually played Soldier? Oh, well. You get to see how stupid the Soldier class is. Especially once I get the certain gun. Everyone seems to think that. There's a reason for that, Mathley. Just saying. Just don't have any talent in that game. Give it time. Not yet. Yeah, give it time.
Normandy, Commander.
You'll figure out what to do. What character are you even
I've been looking
maining?
over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The
I
crew
wanted to
like
do May,
refer
but
to
I've
me as
decided to go
Edie.
to the ultra casual route and pick a character based on their theme. Milla, I mean, she's pretty good. The only problem is that she has low health. But from what I've heard, she's kind of on
Helm's
top.
been darn happy when someone takes control of a
like
ship
on
away
the tier
from them.
list.
Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've got
just
that
gotta keep
sorted
it simple,
out, let's
though.
move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander.
No one knows
Ready to
anything
go?
yet, and
Just
I
pick a
don't trust
destination
people
from
that
the
say
galaxy
they
map
do.
and the CIC, and I'll plot a course.
Yeah, that's
Jacob
fair.
and
I
I
mean, it's
should
only been
return to
what,
our
a
posts.
week
Come find us
now?
if you have
Well,
any
I guess
questions.
more than a week for some people. So about like 1 or 2 weeks. Guess that's fair to say. I mean, for sure, Sol and May are definitely on, like, they are definitely fucking threats of everything. Mostly I just don't like doing confirms with charge mechanics, so went with who I thought looked cool. Ah, that's fair. I still have to practice actually playing May with like the hitbox, because there's no way in hell I could play May with fucking pad. Like, a lot of her charge stuff I can barely do on pad, and even when I can do it, it's like super sloppy. So pretty much all I have is like Nago right now until I actually mess with my hitbox more.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Funny enough, he grows into it though. I don't think it's a controller thing for me. My brain just is getting too tired by it. What does that even mean?
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even
like
part
you
of
just
the
can't
real
react, or
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
God, you were such a downer.
I somehow can't react to the counter hits that take up the entire screen. I mean, that's probably going to hurt you if you can't get used to that. I would suggest play like a shooter for a bit so that your reactions start going up a bit. Either that or just keep playing like Strive. Eventually you'll get used to like enemy fighters.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages.
Because
and help
yeah,
you
with
monitor the
like
group.
enemy
And I
fighters
must
like
say, it's
Guilty
such an
Gear
honor to work under
and
you,
all that,
Commander
or like BlazBlue, all that, you have to have reactions. Because if you don't, you're going to get fucked up so bad.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please,
I mean,
call me Kelly.
hand-eye coordination is kind of like needed for that.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
I mean, MK11 is a lot slower. Like, it's a 2D fighter also, but MK, or just Mortal Kombat in general, is a lot slower than an anime fighter. Anime fighters, shit's happening like constantly until somebody dies. Like, you just have to keep moving.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Actually, no, we're not going
I
to start
better
with
go.
her right
Okay.
now.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working
Oh
with
yeah,
you
we're
is a great
pretty much signed to
opportunity to do
everybody
something that
because
matters.
or Mass Effect kind of needs
Commander.
you need to do that.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed.
Yeah,
That's been
just
the
give it
condition
time,
for my
athlete.
service
You'll
so
be able
far.
to
I
react
have
once
issues
or a little bit
with
better
certain
once you get
actions
used to
Cerberus
it.
has taken in the past.
Definitely going to get bodied for a while though.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
I'm kind of going to be in the same boat though. I've started on floor 6 and I think I'm on floor 5 now. Cause yeah, Nago's not great for chasing down people. And even when you do chase people down with Nago, you have to worry about your freaking blood gauge constantly.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Oh, well, shit.
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's
Wait,
best
what don't you
interests
understand
at
about the
heart.
offense?
That includes you and me.
Like, are you talking about like the Roman Council, or guess it's intentional that most of your plus frames leave you at a very awkward distance from your opponent? I mean, actually I don't even know the frames yet, which I guess, shocker, I know, but like, honestly, it's just like a lot of neutral and just being aggressive. Like, it's basically just bouncing between neutral and aggression and just like mixing your opponent up constantly. And like, you have to do like some strings and then into either maybe a grab or just keep the string up into like lows and high or overheads and stuff. Like, that's pretty much what it is. And then like zoning at times with like range attacks.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Actually, you know what? I don't even want to talk to her about fucking Cerberus.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Yeah, I might
What
as well
level of
do
genetic
both of those.
modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much all you have to do mentally is just, it's just a lot of mixing. And then, if you do run up at somebody, either go for like a grab or just do a combo and then try to back off a little bit and then go back to like, pretty much like punishing if they try to, or like smack you right away.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
It's pretty much how
Maybe,
it works.
But I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else.
So
And
then
when
again,
I
I'm
do,
also
the
not a Milla
consequences are
player,
severe.
so
Everyone expects
I
a
don't
lot
really
from
know
someone
how
with
she
my
works fully.
abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Okay, so now we
Chef
need to get this
surprise
quest
again.
real fast.
Commander Shepard, the hero
On
of the
mission.
Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies
Yeah,
on the
pretty much
Citadel.
all I'm going to be doing right now is just like doing all the quests on the ship.
I won't take any more of you.
Back to work.
Like, he's not too important. There's Chakwas here
Commander
too.
Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Still crazy how young they made fucking Chakwas look compared to the older games. Like, she used to look old as shit.
shocked.
And then in like
serving
all
on a
these
Cerberus
games she
vessel
looks
now?
hella young, like
Surprising.
younger, just with
Even
like
to
gray
me.
hair.
Yes. Here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alright, now we just have to go down to engineering and then I can do like actual mission stuff. And probably get like everybody else that I need to get.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Okay, that's all we
Will
needed.
do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came.
I told you he would.
God damn it. Getting stuck in the freaking doors. Alright, now we're going to go get Mordin.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Message from Anderson. Oh yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, I got all the other stuff too. Actually, the other stuff doesn't really matter. That, like, the armor and stuff. So, yeah, we're just going straight to Omega.